Hi everyone, I'm Kelsey and welcome back to my channel, Connecting with Spirit. So this is my first video that I'm posting after taking a break for a good few months. So please do bear with me because I feel like I'm a little bit rusty and I just need to get back into the swing of things. So this energy healing is for survivors of sexual abuse. Spirit actually tapped me on the shoulder, I think it was last week, to say that this would probably be a good time and a good topic to do this video on, given everything that's happening in the world right now. And also this is a topic that's really close to my heart, as I too am a survivor of sexual abuse, being sexually abused as a child. So this is going to be quite a powerful one. I've had a number of different energies coming in for this, primarily the angels, dragons, unicorns and the mer people, as well as plant kingdom, because I have a few plants here in my room and they wanted to let me know that they would be bringing their energy in for this. So I have a spider plant, I also have a snake plant and bamboo as well, so those beautiful energies are also coming in for this, as well as the energy of number 4 for stability and the power of 3, so the energy of number 3, which is all about personal power, protection and truth. So I think that was all the information that I got, just to see what I needed to know before I started doing this. If you've watched any of my videos, how I work is that I usually just go with the flow. I don't really know that much that's going to happen. I might get a few bits and pieces from spirit, or they'll just give me the topic and then we go into the energy, we open up and we see what happens. The other thing they did mention is that some of you, because of the energies, you might fall asleep, and that's totally okay if that happens. Just know that you will receive whatever it is that you need to, even if you do fall asleep. And the other thing to say is that I am recording this on the 24th of February, which is just right after the solar eclipse and the new moon. So we're in that eclipse portal, which is heightened energy for transformation. So I do feel like that energy is coming in to assist with the healing as well today. You will have the opportunity to set an intention for whatever it is that you want to receive from this healing, and I'll just ask the angels to receive that, and then I will channel the energy in alignment with whatever your intentions are for this collective. Please feel free to lie down, sit up, put a cozy blanket on, eyes closed, eyes open, whatever feels most comfortable for you, to fully be present with yourself and to receive these energies. And without further ado, I will jump straight in and see where the energy takes us. Okay. Okay, so if this sounds like something you'd like to receive, please do give your permission for me to connect into your energy field, either out loud or in your mind's eye, saying whatever feels comfortable for you. I'm just going to ask my healing team of light to connect me in to all those souls who have given their permission to receive this energy healing from me today. And I have Archangel Metatron coming in really strongly, taking point on this one. And I'm just going to ask my healing team of light to activate a sacred healing space around all of us now energetically, and to anchor it in. I'm going to ask Archangel Metatron to activate your own unique Alana, and an Alana around the sacred space as well, just for some protection. So this is what I would call heavy duty protection from the angels. Usually it is archangels that surround you kind of on the points of the compass and then above and below. But when I ask for your unique one, any sort of energies that are on your healing team of light can come in to surround you in that protective energy. So you might be aware of who's coming in, or if you want to know, you can always ask that question. It's like, who's coming in for my and Anna, and they'll make themselves aware to you now. But because this is general, I can't do that for everybody. But yeah, just know that there are energies going in front of you, behind you, to your left, to your right, and 4 other energies will be going in between those 4, so like on the different points of a compass. Then we have Archangel Michael above, over lighting, and Archangel, I'm hearing Uriel and Gabriel down below, so that you're fully surrounded by beautiful love and light energy, protected on all sides, and the sacred space is also being surrounded by archangels. And I'm going to appoint Archangel Metatron as gatekeeper to this sacred space, and I'm just going to ask him to ensure that only energies of the love and light, purest love and light, that have our best interests at heart, can enter the space, can communicate with us, can communicate with me telepathically. And if there's any other energies that are not in alignment with that energy, that do not have our best interests at heart, to just banish them from the space and to not allow any interference, distraction energy, or telepathic communication in any way, shape, or form from energies that do not have our best interests at heart, please, Michael. Excuse me, started hiccuping. Okay, just going to call in Archangel Zadkiel, calling in Archangel Zadkiel, calling in Archangel Zadkiel. I'm just going to ask Zadkiel to pass the violet flame down through each and every one of you now, just to clear and cleanse your energy fields, anything that might be there, stuck or stagnant energy or energetic debris, non-beneficial energy, these sorts of things. Archangel Zadkiel is just going to give you a little bit of a cleanse, a spring clean, as it were. Thank you, Metatron. Thank you, Michael. Thank you, Zadkiel. I'm just going to ask Metatron to lower a pillar of white light down around each and every one of you as well, and to anchor that in. Just another little layer of protection. Thank you. And then if it feels comfortable, feel free to take a deep breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. And we might do this 3 times, just to bring us fully present here in the space. And while you're here, to take a moment to think about what intention it is that you'd like to set. So where would you like the energy to go for you for this session? What it is that you'd like to receive? Maybe you have a goal in mind in terms of your healing journey, whatever the case may be. Just take a moment to get really clear on what your intention is. And when you're ready, I would invite you to set that intention out loud or in your mind, whatever feels most comfortable for you. Thank you. I'm just going to ask Archangel Metatron to receive all of those intentions and to help me channel energy in alignment with those intentions from my heart to all of yours, for healing, for whatever needs or wants to come through. Yeah. I was gonna add something more there, but I was like, no, I think that's pretty much it. For whatever is best for you. Okay, so I just have some light language coming in to start us off. My light language comes through primarily as tones, and you don't really need to do anything except be comfortable to receive this. And I'm just going to get started with this. But I would invite you to tune in to yourself, to your body, and just to see how this feels as you listen to the tones that come in for this light language. Just when you're ready, I'd invite you to take 3 deep breaths again, in through your nose and out through your mouth, just to really anchor that light language in. Fantastic. So as I was bringing through those tones, I really felt like it was for grounding and also to help some of you to come back into your physical body, because this can be one of the things that happens if something like sexual abuse happens. It's really traumatic, and as a result you might feel unsafe in your physical body, and your spirit, your soul, is kind of like half in your body, half out of your body. You're not fully present in your physical body. You might disassociate a lot. You kind of might just find out you space out a lot, and you just feel a bit floaty, like ungrounded, these sorts of things, which is really very common in these types of situations where you have experienced trauma like this. And those tones were just a gentle healing to help you come back into your body and to help you feel safe in your body once again. Okay. So I'm just being guided to pull some cards, actually. So this is a little bit different to my usual sequence of events, but we shall go with the flow. So the deck I use is by Alana Fairchild, and it is the Sacred Rebels Oracle. So I'm just going to shuffle and we'll see what kind of cards come out, and I'll bring through the messages. Okay, so I have 2 cards that have popped out for me. Okay, Spirit, so tell me, what is the message that you're trying to convey in relation to these cards? Okay. Just trying to get really clear on this because this is an interesting message. Okay, so first card here is the Power of Attraction, is it? Yeah, Power of Attraction, card number 13. And this for me is a twin flame card. So I needed to take a minute to get the message, to make sure I was clear on it, because this is a healing for survivors of sexual abuse, but this message is about twin flames. And the message is about inner trust. And it's primarily about trusting yourself if you feel like you are a twin flame, and trusting yourself if you feel like you have met your twin flame. So trusting yourself in terms of if you know deep down in your bones, in your heart, that you're one half of a whole, you are on that twin flame journey, and trusting yourself to know when you meet your twin flame. Because it seems like a lot of you are probably on this journey, the twin flame journey, which is not an easy path. It is very challenging. I myself am on this path as well. It requires a lot. A lot can come up to be looked at, to be cleared, to be healed for yourself. And your twin flame can also bring up a lot of stuff for you to look at. It can be quite like a karmic bond as well at first, because you might have had a lot of past lives with this person, this twin flame. So you are experiencing all that baggage, all that karma that you have experienced before, in order to bring it up to your conscious awareness so you can clear it and almost like come to a clean slate, is what I'm hearing, to reset it, so there's no longer any karma between the two of you. And karma is anything that's not in alignment with love. So any energy that has a lower vibration than love. And it feels like for a lot of you, this is the work that you've come here to do with your twin flame, is to clear karma between you and also for yourself and your ancestral line. And I feel like this question has been weighing heavily in your minds or in your heart for a lot of you. And it's like almost like your head wrecked. There's a lot of doubt there, uncertainty, you're questioning, you're second guessing, you're not sure, you're like, oh my god, I don't know. And this message is to trust yourself. But we're going to do a little bit of a what would you even call it? We're just going to connect in with your heart, our hearts, to hopefully get you some clarity on this, to put your mind at ease and bring you in some peace for this. So I invite you to close your eyes if you haven't got them closed already, and if it feels comfortable, to put your hand on your heart. But if that doesn't feel comfortable, don't worry about it. To just gently bring your attention, your awareness, your focus to your heart with the intention to connect into your heart. I'm just going to ask my healing team of light and also your healing teams of light just to assist with this and to ensure that you are connected into your heart. Connect everyone into the energy of their hearts, please. Connect everyone into the energy of their hearts. Connect everyone into the energy of their hearts. Now, please. And you'll know when you get there because you'll feel it. The energy is different. You might want to, it might bring a smile to your face because the energy of the heart is pure Christ consciousness. It's 5D unconditional love. Your heart is a compass, it's a guide, it's a direct line to your soul and your higher self. It is a safe space that you can come to at any time just to bask in these beautiful energies or to ask for guidance, for clarity. So while you're here in this beautiful energy, feel free to ask that question. If you are having those sorts of doubts in relation to being a twin flame, being on the twin flame journey, who your twin flame is, or if there is any other question that comes to mind, feel free to ask that of your heart while I hold space for you to receive those answers. Okay, the other message coming through here is about coming into your heart if you're feeling overwhelmed or dysregulated. So this is a technique that I use myself a lot, especially when I was being triggered a lot, when my nervous system was just shot to shit. To be perfectly honest with you, I would have to just breathe and connect in to my heart and just breathe in that energy And for me, it would always help me come back down. It would always help me to regulate my nervous system and to come out of that fight or flight mode that you sometimes might find yourself in. So this is just one of many techniques. It's about finding the one that works for you, but putting it out there. Really simple and easy one to do when you're out and about as well, to put your hand on your heart or not, just like how I took you through there to ask the question, to just find that energy, to connect into it with your intention, and then to just breathe there until you feel yourself coming out of fight or flight, until you feel your nervous system come back into a state of regulation. Okay, it's just another message coming in. Okay, thank you. So now I'm just going to bring down energy from source that's of the highest and purest love and light vibrational frequency, and I'm going to bring it down. It's pure white light, and I'm also seeing like gold flecks. Excuse me, so some clearing happening as this energy comes in, because it is high vibration. Excuse me. So that's going to come down into your stellar gateway chakra, which is very high above your head. It's to do with galactic energies. And that's just going to open and activate your stellar gateway chakra for healing. As the energy continues to move down and swirl, I'm seeing it like moving like a vortex into your soul star chakra, opening and activating your soul star for healing. Soul star is all about past lives, parallel lives. As the energy continues to move down, to swirl into your crown chakra here at the top of your head, opening and activating your crown for healing. As the energy continues to move down into your third eye chakra, opening and activating your third eye for healing. So something here in the third eye for us to have a look at. Okay. So I'm getting the feeling like either you've been cold crazy, or depending on what you've been through, you feel crazy. The message coming through is that you are not crazy at all. At all. And that it may be a case of you're very sensitive, you're very psychic. You can pick up energies that other people might not necessarily be able to pick up. So whether it's like with your physical body, if you're feeling different emotions, maybe you're hearing things telepathically, you can read other people's intentions, you know what's going through their mind, these sorts of things. And maybe you might have told someone about it, or you experienced some sort of abuse that is not physical, it's like psychological, or it is like a psychic attack, and not a lot of people would be able to read the energy at that level. And you might have told someone about it and they were like, what the hell, you're totally crazy, no way you're picking up these sorts of energies, I don't believe you, you don't know anything, you're just crazy type thing. But spirit and your angels and your healing team of light want you to know that you are not crazy. That yes, this is possible, that there are people out there who are sensitive like you, like me, who can pick up on energies that other people are not aware of, or they're not as tuned in as you and I would be, and that this does not make you crazy. Just because other people can't feel it to your extent doesn't mean that it's not real, because it is real, and it's very real for you. And it's about trusting what you're picking up, what you're sensing, and honoring that, because it is real. It is real, and you are experiencing it, and it is valid. your experience. It's a really strong message coming through for the majority of you, I'm hearing. And to not doubt yourself, because it's like sometimes you might doubt yourself because it's like it's not tangible, you can't hold it in your hands, you can't see it, but you're picking up the energy, and you know, like you know it in your heart, may be able to feel it in your body, someone's intentions, you know, whenever you're like around people and you can just pick up those bad vibes, you know, they haven't said anything, maybe they haven't done anything, but you just know the energy coming off them is not good at all. And you mightn't be able to say it to other people because they'll just be like, what are you even talking about? No way that you can pick up that energy, like we don't believe you. Or on the surface they look as if they're nice, everyone else loves them, but that's bullshit, to be perfectly honest. People can do that, they just wear a mask and it's all for show. So that if you ever say anything, if you ever reveal the truth of the information that is that you're picking up, that you just look like a crazy person or whatever thing that they might say that you are, like you're jealous or this sort of thing, you're just making up lies. That is not the case. And to not doubt yourself, because what you're picking up is true. It's true, no matter what other people might say. And then it's just a sense of like being gaslit about your reality. So you know what they said, you know how you felt, you know how the situation went down, but someone might say, no, you didn't see that, no, you didn't hear that, I didn't say that, that isn't how it went down, type thing. And it's done deliberately to undermine your realities, so you question and you doubt yourself a lot. And it feels like for a lot of you this is what happens. You go into that mode because you've been conditioned to gaslight your reality and tell yourself, no, that's not what happened, like, because you have been gaslit, so you gaslight yourself. And this is the pattern that spirit wants you to have a look at, to notice when you are doing that. And it's kind of like, yeah, like I said, like you're conditioned to do that, to doubt yourself, to question yourself, to second guess yourself, to distrust your reality, even though what you're feeling is true and it is valid. It is what's been happening. It's just that other people have tried to undermine your reality and essentially your gifts, just because they're not sensitive, they don't have that level of psychic ability, these sorts of things. And because you are also catching them out, and seeing through that illusion that they've been trying to create about themselves, that they feel threatened because they don't want you telling other people the truth. And it's like these people will go to great lengths to undermine you, to get you to doubt yourself, in order to protect their lies, their illusion, from people seeing them as a bad person. And they will take it out on you and target you. And it feels like a lot of you have been subjected to that. And I'm so sorry if this has happened to you. It is absolutely horrific and traumatic. And it feels like there's some energy coming in here from the angels and the dragons to help you with this. So some healing for if your reality has been undermined, if you've been gaslit, if you've been told like you're crazy, these sorts of things. And then to also re-establish that connection with yourself, your sensitivity, your psychic gifts, your trust in yourself and your reality and what it is that you're experiencing. And that is true, that is valid. And just to help you, it's like, remember that, to be anchored into that, to be stable in that. Yeah, because it feels like that stability is very much needed, because it's been attacked and it's been chipped at what's been happening. Excuse me, and some clearing there, and I just keep hearing trust. A lot of clearing. Sorry, I burp when energy is being cleared, just to be aware of that. So reconnecting the trust that you have with your psychic senses, so any of your psychic gifts that you have. And I'm just seeing like fears and doubts coming up and being like cleared away. You also might hear there might be a certain fear coming up for you now, or a doubt might come up into your mind. To just acknowledge it. And the angels are going to receive it. Or any doubts that you might have about your psychic gifts. Like it's not real. Like, no way can I telepathically hear other people's thoughts. These sorts of things. Because I just want to, I guess, validate and reassure you that this is possible. And I know, because it happens to me. I am very telepathic. That's how I communicate with my spirit guides. I'll usually hear, so you know, the inner voice that you usually hear in your mind if you're like reading or just talking to yourself, which I have found out that not everybody has an inner voice, but if you have an inner voice, you know what I'm talking about. That sort of inner voice, except it's different when it's my spirit guides talking to me. It feels different. Like, I know it's not my inner voice, it's distinctly different from mine, so I know it's coming from someone else. But very often, if someone is projecting energy at me, if it's like a psychic attack, or they're just thinking a horrible thing, if the energy is really strong, if the emotion is very strong, I will hear that thought in my mind really clearly. And it can be really weird, because it can be suddenly like, why am I thinking that, or why am I suddenly getting really angry out of the blue? Like, it's because you get caught up in that energy that someone is sending you, like a psychic attack as well. So this happens to me a lot of the time. So I just wanted to reassure and validate that this is possible. You can telepathically pick up things from other people and hear their thoughts. Okay, so with this, if it gets very overwhelming, I am hearing, for some of you, it might be a boundary issue. And this is really common, particularly in survivors of sexual abuse, that your boundaries have been violated, and as a result, you might not be good at setting boundaries, and also your energetic boundaries will have been violated and will not probably not be operating as they should, in which case you will be susceptible to different things like psychic attack, maybe picking up energies from other people to the point where it's really overwhelming, or you could consider yourself an empath, these sorts of things. The telepathic communication as well. You might be constantly bombarded, and it's like, no, I don't want to be hearing all this sort of stuff. You know, I just would like to be in my own mind, and that be that type of thing. Because the message coming through is to have a look at your boundaries, your mental field, your emotional field, and your auric field. So I'm just going to have a look right now to see if there's anything that's going to come up to help you with this. So dragons are coming in to help reinforce. I'm hearing primarily those mental shields around your energetic mental body to help with this, and also your energetic emotional body and your auric field. Because very often, if you've experienced trauma like this, it's like it can leave a hole, a rip, or a tear in your auric field, and then there's like a hole in your boundary, and other energies can get in. You might pick up on other people's stuff. It's just, it also might be like you're putting in the protection, you're doing the protection, but you don't feel protected because there's like there's that little hole in the barrier. So just feel like the dragons are gonna have a wee look at this for you now. And it feels like for some of you, or a lot of you, you might just get a feeling. You might get a download, you might just get a thought or emotion, or something like this will come up in relation to a specific boundary that you need to have a look at, or indeed ask for, is what I'm hearing. And if you want to take the time now to just set that intention, feel free to do so. Like if there's a specific boundary you want to put in place, to ask your healing team of light for assistance with that, feel free to do that now, or later, whenever feels most comfortable. Okay, thank you. As this beautiful, bright white light with gold flecks continues to move down into your throat chakra, opening and activating your throat. Okay, lots of stuff going out in the throat. Primarily feeling the energy of powerlessness. So not being able to speak whatever it is that you've been wanting to speak, to maybe talk about what happened to you. Maybe if your abuser, you know, threatened you, wanted to keep you silent by whatever means that they wanted to do that. Also the energy of like suppressing stuff, screams, crying, emotions, maybe different things that you wanted to say but you felt like you couldn't say it. Also like maybe getting sore throats a lot, and this is what this energy is about. It's got caught there, this powerless sort of energy. Someone has taken away your power to speak, and as a result the energy has gotten caught there, and you might experience a lot of really bad sore throats in relation to that. So just seeing the angels coming in, and again the dragons really strongly, to work on your throat chakra to help you break free from any sort of, because it feels like people have put a cage around you and have told you, probably your abuser or abusers, to not speak about what happened to you, and you felt silenced for whatever reason for that, or for shame, or because maybe you told someone and they didn't believe you, so you decided, oh, it's probably best if I don't say anything anymore, or for a whole host of reasons. But it just feels like you've been caged, silenced, disempowered. And the angels and dragons just coming in to do some healing and clearing around this. And for that sore throat, because I can feel it really badly. And reconnect you to the power of your voice, and to give you the strength and the courage that you need to speak up, to speak out, to say whatever it is that you want to say, to no longer be silenced. But in your own time. And it's your choice. This you have power over. Speaking out, saying the things that you want to say. It's up to you when. It's up to you when you feel ready. It's up to you what you say, how much you say. It's your choice. And this is how you take your power back. As this energy continues to move down into your heart, your higher heart and your heart chakra, opening and activating these areas for healing. So I'm just feeling for, again, I'm hearing the majority of you, there is a huge wound in your heart chakra in relation to betrayal of trust. And just a lot of grief, sadness, sorrow, like devastation, hurt in relation to this betrayal. Because for a lot of you, this was someone you trusted. This was someone you should have been able to trust. A caregiver, a parent, a friend, extended family member, someone like that who was close to you and who betrayed your trust. And this wound is just, it cuts deep. And I'm so sorry. I feel like crying. I'm so sorry that this happened to you. And then another wound, like an abuse of power, because these people who were around you that you should have been able to trust, they would have been in a position of power. If it's a parent-child relationship, the parent would have been in a position of power. They would have had power over you, and that power was abused. So there's a wound of that, and that in itself is also another betrayal. And it's like one of these betrayals that shakes you to your very foundations, that really, strikes you in the heart and rattles you at that foundational level. And has probably caused untold pain and destruction, problems in relation to being able to trust again, to trust anyone again. You might have problems making friends, with romantic relationships, with like authority figures, this sort of thing, because that foundation of trust was absolutely destroyed and abused and betrayed. And for some of you as well, you might have learned not to trust yourself. It might have disrupted that connection, that relationship between you and any trust that you might have had in yourself. So say if it was, I don't know, a friend or a romantic partner or something like that, it might have completely undermined your ability to trust yourself, because you were like, how could I get into this relationship? I can't trust myself to have a safe partner, to have safe friends, or things like that. I can't trust myself to be a good judge of character. I can't trust myself to know who it is that I can trust. These sorts of things coming up as well. And it's just such at a like foundational level, like the heart of the matter type thing will really affect that stability energy within you, that has been rocked, that has been shaken to your very core. And just the angels and the dragons coming in for some structural work is what I'm hearing, like at that foundational level, that crucial foundational level of trust. Excuse me, some clearing happening around here as well. Those wounds being like sealed and healed, and there's balms being put over them. All manner of work and healing going on in relation to that in your heart chakra. And it's just like deep stuff. So for some of you, I'm hearing this is a generational wound. So it's been passed down in your family line. This sort of betrayal of trust, abuse of power, these sorts of things. It's just been a pattern that's been passed down, and it feels very much like you're here to break it. That this pattern stops with you. And I'm hearing like you're the soul that has the strength and the courage to face these things head on and feel them. Clear the line, break the ancestral pattern, and free your line from this karmic cycle. And it's just like, because I just felt very emotional saying that. It's like there's so much awe from your healing team and also your ancestral line that you took this on. So much gratitude, so much love. I'm hearing pride. That they're just really proud of you for doing this, and that they like lend you your strength, lend you your courage. And if you need more, to just ask them, because it's like they have their hands on your shoulders and I can just see the line going all the way back, that they're totally behind you 100% and are supporting you every step of the way on this journey that you have taken on for yourself and for them. I just want to cry, like, gosh, this energy, it's just so much gratitude, so much love for you and what you're doing. And it's also like this understanding and compassion from them, because they've been through what you've been through, but they weren't able to face it, and they just understand you at that really deep level energetically, because they have had the same experience as you, so they know, they get it. And there's also something coming in around, like, you mightn't have found anyone that you can speak to about this, that they don't understand, they don't get it. Or you might have a situation where you do speak about it, but you're just like, oh, I don't feel like they really, really get it, because they might be understanding it from here, but you need to be understood from here. So you need to be talking to someone who has been through the same or similar experience as you, so that they get it on that energetic level, that to the extent where you feel it. Like, you don't have to second guess yourself. This sort of person is like, when you tell them what it is you've been through, you don't have to explain yourself. You don't even have to ask them, do you understand? You just know in your heart, you can feel it, that they get it, they understand it. And it's usually because they've been through it. And it feels like you need someone like that. And you might be feeling alone as a result, because you haven't met someone, or you feel like you don't have someone who can meet you at that level of understanding that it is that you need. And it's caused, feels like heartbreak, and loneliness for a lot of you. And it's like, as I have had to do this, that if you don't have someone in the physical, firstly I would say to set that intention out there, that you want someone, you want maybe just one person, maybe you want to find your tribe, whoever it might be, that you can connect with on that level, so that you feel that depth of being understood. But that might take some time, depending on where you are in your journey, because spirit might decide, or depending on what your journey is like, you might find yourself really isolated. You might find yourself going into hibernation because you need to deal with this, because you can't deal with anything else, and you're spending a lot of time on your own, because that's just the nature of it. It's very overwhelming. There's so much stuff coming up and so many things to do, and just might not be at the right time to go out and meet someone. You might want to do that, or you feel like there's no one around that you can talk to about this. You might be isolated on purpose, so you might meet anybody. This sort of thing is what I mean, because it's what you need to do right now to figure out who it is that you are, and you can only do that in isolation. But if that's the case, you can always talk to your spirit team or your ancestors. And if you're someone like me who feels very different, who feels very different, and who feels very deeply, that when you start talking to them, or even if it's like an ascended master, Jesus, God, whoever it is, that you will feel seen and heard and understood. So I'm just going to put that out there as an idea, if that feels like something that might appeal to you, to talk to your healing team of light, to talk to Jesus, to talk to God, to talk to someone in spirit, your ancestors who've been through something similar as you, if there's no one around you in the physical who you can talk to on that and connect on that level. As this energy continues to move down your shoulders, arms, and into the palms of your hand chakras, opening and activating your hands. As the energy continues to move down into your solar plexus chakra, and down into your sacral. Okay, so a lot in the sacral, as I would imagine there would be, given the sexual abuse, a wound here, and a connection between the sacral and the throat, just feeling it really strongly. So also getting some information in relation to the sexual abuse that happened to you, and as a result you might have issues to do with your reproductive system because of the energy, like an energetic block that formed as a result of that sexual abuse, or something that you were unable to process. You might have repressed it, and as a result the energy couldn't move like it usually did, so it just kind of got stuck there, and then it manifested as physical symptoms, like issues to do with your reproductive system. So that could be hormonal as well. Okay, so I feel like some of you have been asking, so could be like a physical issue, or it could be like to do with sexuality, sensuality, like your libido, these sorts of things as well. I feel like you have been asking in relation to this and healing it, maybe getting to the root, and I feel like this healing is like the catalyst that's going to take you on a journey in order for you to be able to heal whatever it is that you're looking to heal in relation to your sacral chakra, emotions, and also any physical reproductive issues, and that can be male or female. So like endometriosis, cysts, PCOS, irregular periods, missing a period, or your period cycle is all over the place, you can't predict it, it's between 20 and 40 days, you don't know when it's going to come. Hormonal sort of stuff, for men, like erectile dysfunction, or something to do with your prostate. I'm also hearing like cancers as well, to do with resentment that you might be holding in relation to your abuser. These sorts of issues coming up. And to do with your emotions, being able to express your emotions, being able to feel your emotions, just connecting in with your emotional body and knowing what emotions it is that you are feeling or experiencing. Any of those sorts of things is just what's coming up right now. And yet, just to reiterate, for some of you this could be just the tip of the iceberg. This healing is going to take you on a journey, and bring some stuff up for you to have a look at and to work through, so you can get to the root of that issue that it is that you're looking at, and finally clear it and heal it and get that, manifest that intention or achieve that goal. And it feels like, yeah, your healing team of light is going to help you with this one. Because I'm just feeling like there's so many threads, there's so many different aspects in relation to this that I can't cover it all. So it's like you're getting a blast of healing now, but it'll just be one layer that's we're looking at right now. And that there might be a good other number of layers that you'll be working through as you go. But it also feels like the angels and your healing team of light are going to bring in support for you in order to be able to heal whatever this is. So whether it's people or you're into spiritual healing, maybe you're thinking about doing your own training or something like that, you're doing psychic development, or you're going on a course or a retreat, it just feels like it's gonna fall in your lap. The next steps, that support, those teachers, those trainings, whatever it might be, in order to help you to get to the root of it and to heal it and clear it once and for all and break free from whatever it is that you're currently experiencing as a result of the sexual abuse and trauma of it. And that's a big thing. Really, really big. Okay. So, I hadn't really got the mer people energy coming in, but I'm just hearing they want me to channel a message from them. So this is a message from the mer people. Excuse me. What would you like everyone to know? What's the message? Okay, so I'm just getting really strong message in relation to the mer people and like connecting with water. I was seeing like lakes and streams and of course the sea, and to just going into bodies of water, but primarily to do with the sea in connection to the mer people, to connect with the sea and also the energy of the mer people while you're there. And it feels like that they will help you in relation to your emotions and emotional balance, if this is something that you have been looking to work on, come into emotional balance, emotional peace, these sorts of things, because your emotions can be in a really chaotic state after something like this has happened, and it feels like the mer people are extending an invitation and asking you if you would like to work with them in order to help you. They can help and support you to achieve emotional balance. Nice. If you feel called, and some of you might be like, well, how on earth do I do that, Kelsey? It's pretty well, you can make it as simple or as complicated as you like. Really, it's up to you. So for me, I would just be walking along the beach and wait, I think they're trying to tell me something. 1 second, it's my throat's going weird. Okay. They're saying to trust your instinct when it comes to connecting with the mer people. So I feel like a lot of you have that connection already, maybe have connected with the mer people in past lives, have worked with them, may have been a mer person in a past life yourself. So you have that innate wisdom on how to connect with them already within you, and it's just a message to trust yourself and to trust your intuition and to go with that. So yeah, they're just saying, I could tell you how I do it, but that would be doing a disservice to you. That would be disempowering you and your knowledge and innate wisdom. And it's more empowering if I tell you to reconnect with that and trust yourself and do that. That's what I'm hearing. Thank you. So bringing that energy down into your root chakra, opening and activating your root for healing. Bringing the energy down into your knees, opening and activating your knee chakras, and down into your feet, opening and activating your feet chakras. Down into your Earth Star chakra, opening and activating your Earth Star. As this beautiful bright white light with golden flecks continues to flow, spiral down through the different levels and layers of the earth into Mother Earth Gaia. And I'm just going to ask that you are all connected into her heart, separately and independently from one another, of course. And calling in Mother Earth Gaia, calling in Mother Earth Gaia, calling in Mother Earth Gaia. I'm just going to ask Gaia to ground, earth, anchor, connect, and align each and every one of you to her now, separately and independently, of course. So I'm seeing a lot of like flower energy coming up. I heard daffodils and then I saw like a white flower. It's daisies. Just spiraling up around that grounding cord that we plugged into Gaia. Do look up the spiritual meaning of those flowers, because there could be a message in there for you if you feel drawn to it. Also seeing like a blackbird as well. That's a message coming through for some of you, and for others of you it is a message of animal omens. So I do this a lot. The universe sends me messages through animal omens, so it's usually when I'm out and about and there's an animal and it usually does something weird to get my attention. Maybe it lands on me or flies directly in my path. I'll know, like, you just feel it, if it's a message for you, and then I'll usually ask what the message is, or I'll look it up, the spiritual meaning of that particular animal, and take what resonates. It does feel like that there are energies that are wanting to communicate with you through this method by sending you animal omens, oracles. It feels like some of you might be witches, and that to just become aware of those animals and those messages that are being sent your way. Thank you. Okay, so there's a message for some of you that it's like you've done a lot of work on this journey, and those flowers are for you because it's like you're coming into bloom. Also feels like for some of you you're coming out of survival mode and just coming into this energy where you can thrive and bloom. Seeing a green butterfly for this, and it's just like a major achievement that you've worked your absolute ass off to get here, and your team is very much patting you on the back for this because they know how hard it's been, they know the slog, they know how hard you've worked, how difficult it's been to get yourself to here, to this point. And it's a huge achievement, it's a huge congratulations from them to you. I'm just seeing like an applause and a standing ovation, and about them being really proud of you for getting to where it is that you are now. And then it's like for some of you mightn't feel that way. It's like for some of you you're on that cusp. You're just right there, and maybe just need to do a little bit more work before you come out of survival mode and you can bloom. So it feels like there's that group of people as well, to yeah, that you're just like on the edge, you're on the cusp, you just have a little bit more work to do, and then you'll be there and you will have achieved that. And just keep going, to don't lose focus or to get disheartened if you're feeling like that's not the case for you, to just keep going, because you're going to do it. You're going to do it. You're going to get there, out of survival mode and into the energy in which that you can bloom. So freaking exciting. So excited for you guys. So guys, energy is moving up into your feet, Earth Star feet, ankles, calves, knees, thighs, and into your root. I see more roots. So we brought that energy up through your legs, but it's like there's more roots that are growing out of your root chakra to really provide stability. For some of you, it's like literally putting roots down. So I don't know if that's like buying a house or having a family, getting married, these sorts of things. But it feels like you're putting roots down somewhere. Maybe you've moved to a new country and you're getting like citizenship, something like that. But it's definitely just putting down those really strong roots. For others of you, it feels like you're really rooted, really strongly rooted within yourself, that you know who it is that you are now. And you have really solid foundations when it comes to that. So if anybody is trying to tell you differently, you like, no, I know who it is I am. Like, they won't get away with that. Because you won't be rattled. You have those strong roots. You know who it is you are. You know your likes, your dislikes. You know your mind. You know your intentions behind your thoughts, your actions. You know your feelings. You know your intuition. And you just know. So that is power in and of itself, to have those deep roots connected within you. And it just feels, yeah, really solid, like a giant oak tree, that if there's a storm, if there's chaos going on around you, you're just like strong. And not to be messed with. So that's a message for some of you, not all of you. But you know who you are if that's you. And again, that is a culmination of all of your hard work that you have got to that point. And there's a gift for you. Because when you're rooted and strongly in yourself, you're in your authentic energy and you're radiating that out into the universe. As a result, you will attract that. But very often it is about coming into that energy and just being who it is you are. For some of you, that's like a purpose sort of thing. And it feels like there's going to be gifts given to you. Because you have achieved that and you're living your purpose. Being who it is that you are, authentically. Thank you. As the energy continues to move up into your sacral, solar plexus, heart, down shoulders, arms into your hands, up into your throat, and something in the throat. So I feel like that like tickly sore throat almost. So let's see what's here. So this is an activation coming in around the throat chakra, an alignment for the holding the frequency of truth. For some of you, this might be like one of your values, one of the things that you've wanted. You just want to be in alignment with truth. You want to speak truth. Maybe you do what I do and you channel. You're a medium, you do healings, and you just want to channel truth. Whatever information it is that you're bringing through, you want it to be of truth. You want to speak your truth. Anything to do with truth, this is an activation to help you to do that and to get into alignment with truth. So you speak truth. You're putting out that energy of truth, and as a result you attract truth. Maybe you've been looking for, like, what's the truth of the world, what's the truth of me being here, what's the truth of the universe, these sorts of things as well coming in for this. As the energy continues to move up, move up your neck into your face, your chin, cheeks, nose, eyes, third eye, into your crown. Okay, I am hearing like downloads for next steps. If you're wondering, if you're kind of a bit lost and you're wondering, well, what is my next step for this, that, and the other, or to manifest this, or on your healing journey, it feels like you're going to get that download. That information is going to come to you in some way, shape, or form, but it feels like it's just going to be like, it's just going to drop in. You're going to be like, oh, okay, that's what I need to do. Like inspiration, insight, a eureka moment. As the energy continues to move up into your soul star, stellar gateway, I'm going to ask that you're plugged into the grid that's best for you. So either a galactic grid or an earth grid, just depending on your energy and where you're at right now. But just know that you'll be connected into wherever it is that you need to be, so that you're fully and completely supported above and below, held within a sacred container, to move forward on your journey in relation to healing from sexual abuse and the trauma from sexual abuse. Okay, I was wondering when, because I was like, I'm pretty sure I said the unicorns at the start, and the unicorn energy hasn't really come in, but they're coming in now, the unicorns, and I really enjoy the unicorn energy. It's very playful, it's very magical, and they're all about wishes. So it feels like you've been asking for something, like it's a heart's desire. It is a big wish in relation to this, or just in general, I don't know, but it really feels like the unicorns have heard that and are helping to bring that about for you, to fulfill that wish. And it's just a reminder from them to look out for the messages or the omens that this is gonna come about, you're going to manifest it. So just to give you an example, like we were talking about the animal omens, that for me, if I see a robin, that's about wish fulfillment. So I know that a wish is going to be fulfilled for me. I never know the timing or anything, but whenever I see a robin, it's just like a nod from the universe to tell me, to reassure me that that wish is coming. Just keep going, Kelsey, just keep going, the wish is coming. So just putting that out there, that you might be, or the unicorns or your healing team of light might be trying to reassure you that that wish is coming. Just keep an eye out for the signs. But it definitely feels like whatever that wish is, that they are doing their damnedest to bring it about and to help you manifest it. which is amazing. Love that for you. Okay, so just feeling like there's a cleanse. Seeing dragon fire and the elements as well, like wind, water, fire, coming in just to cleanse your energy field, anything that might have come up, any energetic debris, just to leave your energy field clear, light after this session. I'm just seeing if there's any final messages before I close down. I'm hearing the cards again. So let me see. Ooh, as my camera tries to take a nosedive. Oh no. Okay. Final messages for this energy healing. Okay, nice. So I have the card 10, and it's called Releasing Allegiances. And 10s are all about new beginnings, and I definitely feel like, so either, yeah, there's a couple of different scenarios because I'm talking to a collective of energy here, that after watching this video and receiving the energies is going to bring about a new beginning for you, whatever the case may be, as I gave you that example. So you're out of survival mode and you're into that energy that you're going to bloom. That's a new beginning for you. Or it might be a different new beginning depending on where you are at. Like a new beginning in relation to being able to trust yourself. A new beginning in relation to being able to trust other people. A new beginning in having that clarity of where it is that you need to go or take the next steps. These sorts of things. But it's absolutely beautiful energy, this energy of new beginnings. And it's also real like energy of like you're being held. That your healing team of light, those in spirit, they've got you. You're being held on this journey. And for some of you, it feels like the way that you approach this is totally different to how you've done it before. Like you're more kind to yourself, you're more compassionate to yourself, you're more understanding. Maybe you used to beat yourself up. There was a lot of shame. You might have been really abusive towards yourself, whatever the case may be. But now it feels like that you're more gentle, you're more compassionate. You take breaks, you take rest. You don't beat yourself up for it. Yeah, it's just a whole different energy. It's really divine, feminine, nurturing energy coming in. And for some of you, this might be the new beginning for you. That you start to move into this energy where you just nurture yourself through this journey. You're just kind, you're gentle with yourself. As you learn to heal and move through this. So again, as this lady has bracelets on, I'm really drawn to the bracelets, and I'm like, oh, are they like gold bangles or something? But I'm hearing the word copper. So like a copper bracelet. I think it's good for like arthritis or stuff, but in terms of energy, because some of you might be channeling huge streams of energy, and I know copper is a really good conductor of energy. So if you feel drawn to the copper bracelets, if that's resonating, some of you might have already got a copper bracelet and this is your confirmation, you know, that you have received that wisdom. Yeah, for others of you, it might be a sign to get one or to connect into that energy of copper, just to be able to conduct this energy. Yeah, and it feels like to bring about some sort of balance in relation to your energetic field. And what are these? Oh yes, they're bees. So there's this lady has bees on her. Again, it's the animal omens. Some of you might resonate with bees to ask what the message is, or to connect in with the spiritual meaning, like look it up. For me, bees lately have been about productivity, so about being productive. So for some of you, you might have been in this energy where you have been cocooning yourself. Maybe you've been doing a lot of the inner work, and you've been isolated. Maybe you just have to rest because there's been a lot of physical stuff going on, whatever the case may be. Feels like for some of you there's a new beginning where you're coming out of this energy, you're coming out of hibernation, you're coming out of isolation, you're coming out of this, what's the word? If you were an invalid, if you were like recuperating from something sort of physical, and you're coming out of it, there's this new beginning that you're entering into new energy, and it might look more productive. So it's not so much inner work or like physically lying in bed and physically recuperating, but it's more sort of the energy is going to be more external. So maybe you're getting a job, or you're working on YouTube, you're putting yourself out there in social media, you're writing a book, you're doing some sort of creative art, you're learning how to dance, something like this. Is a new beginning coming for you in relation to that as well. Okay, and for others of you, the new beginning is in relation to your physical body. So like at the start, where it was about coming back into your physical body and feeling safe in your physical body, for some of you that might be where the new beginning is. You start to feel more present in your physical body, you start to feel more safe and embodied in your physical body. You start to love the skin that you're in and the body that you're in. Very much feels that way. And there's just a final message here. It's about something you're not seeing. What are they not seeing? Okay, so for a lot of you, it feels like you're not seeing the progress that you've made thus far. That you might just be focusing on the things that you need to heal, you know, the negative stuff, the stuff that you haven't manifested yet, just the lack type thing, and you're forgetting how far you've come, how much progress you have actually attained, all the differences that you might notice now in your thoughts, in your emotions, with your physical body. Like it could be a lot of things. For some of you, it might be like you couldn't get out of bed, and now you have the energy to get out of bed. Maybe you're cooking again, you're taking care of yourself again, and you just missed that. You can't see it. That is progress, but you haven't counted it as progress, and you haven't given yourself that credit. It's pretty much just a message to take stock, to sit with yourself and just be like, okay, what progress have I made? Like, how far have I come? And just think about it. Really sit with yourself. And it feels like different things will come into your mind, and you'll be like, oh, actually, yeah. And to write them down, I'm feeling, to just, write them down and see how much progress you have made and how far you have actually come, because it feels like you're not seeing that. Okay, thank you. Okay, that seems like that's all the messages in relation to that. So now I'm just going to close us down after this healing, because it's been a lot. Okay, so just going to ask that you are fully grounded, earth anchor, connected and aligned to the heart of Gaia now, please. And any excess energy is brought down through your chakras, sent into Gaia to be grounded. Just going to ask Metatron to balance, harmonize, stabilize, recalibrate, realign all levels, layers, bodies, fields, and systems of you now, please. And to zip up your aura, zip up your aura, zip up your aura, so you feel strong, safe, secure, and confident, walking on your path on this new beginning for whatever that might be for you. And anything that was open, close it down. Healing portals, vortexes, channel chakras, sacred space. Anything that was open, close it down. Anything that was open, close it down. Just going to ask Archangel Metatron to pull out any cords between us that might have been formed as a result of you receiving the healing from me today. To transmute the cords and to heal and repair all those areas where the cords have been pulled out. And I'm just going to ask my healing team of light to disconnect me from all of the energies that I connected to, who wanted to receive this healing, returning your energy to you, returning my energy to me, so that we are separate and independent once more. Thank you. And I'm just going to thank all the energies that were present for this session today. My healing team of light, your healing team of light, the plants, the numbers, the solar eclipse energy, the new moon energy, the angels, the dragons, the mer people, and the unicorns. And most of all, thank you very much for being here. From my heart to all of yours, namaste. Okay, so that is the end of that healing. Thank you so much for being here, for receiving the energy. I hope you got everything that you need from it. And I always say it's a good idea to just take some time out for yourself after receiving the healing, usually for as long as you receive the energy, so about an hour and a half if you can, in order to allow the energies to stabilize and integrate. You might even get downloads, or different things might come up that you become aware of that you need to look at, whatever the case may be. It just allows the energy to settle. So yeah, it's a good idea just to do that, just to give yourself some downtime. And yeah, you will receive, most definitely will receive insights or downloads or various different things, maybe messages or gifts, these sorts of things. So yeah, and the other thing is to say, I'm feeling like drinking some water just to cleanse your body, because your body will definitely detox after receiving these energies. Just be aware of that, and different emotions or thoughts, limiting beliefs as well might come up. So do take care of yourself. You might like to journal. That is also coming up, just to get your thoughts out, or even talk to your team, this sort of thing, just to process the energy out, or write down on the page and burn it. Again, trust yourself, and trust that you will know what's best for you in relation to this, sitting with yourself, going into your heart, whatever the case may be. Trust yourself, most definitely, because there's a lot of wisdom in there that I think you haven't really tapped into yet, and to just trust yourself and your intuition, and that you know what's best for you. So yeah, thank you so much for being here, for tuning in. Until next time, take care. Bye-bye.